Good morning, Michigan. A very pleasant hump day Wednesday to you. Space Shuttle Endeavour is back on the ground after that successful 16-day mission to the ISS, the International Space Station. The 19-year-old orbiter now being mothballed as the program draws to a close.
It's sad to see her land for the last time, but she really has a great legacy.
Commander Mark Kelly and pilot Greg Johnson performed a textbook landing, bringing Endeavour to wheel stop after a journey of more than 6.5 million miles. Workers at the Kennedy Space Center start to get Endeavour ready for a museum. Their colleagues are getting the sister ship Atlantis ready to fly the final shuttle mission. That will be on July 8th. NASA commentators welcomed Endeavour home after the touchdown.
The fleet's youngest ship completing its 122 millionth mile after its crew delivered an instrument to the International Space Station. It'll sift through the cosmic darkness for years to come.
Yeah, that is a historic moment. It happened around 2 in the morning this morning while you slept, and Mission Control sent its final message to the crew of the Endeavour.
Your landing ends a vibrant legacy for this amazing vehicle that will long be remembered. Welcome home, Endeavour.
Welcome home, Endeavour. Indeed, right this way to the museum. The penultimate flight of the space shuttle with only one more launch to go. That was indeed a grand moment, brought to you by Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. If you're planning a special occasion this summer and want it to be grand, contact the Grand Hotel at 833-GRAND or visit them online at grandhotel.com. We are going to miss the space shuttle, and one can only imagine what that final liftoff will be like on July 8th and that final landing shortly thereafter. We'll continue to have full coverage of the space shuttle, and if you've never seen a launch, you got one more chance to do it. Gary Austin, speaking of Grand Hotel, will be broadcasting from the lobby of Grand Hotel Thursday and Friday, the Detroit Regional Chamber Policy Conference, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield, Clark Hill, AARP, Family Resource Centers, and health partners, too. And we'll be looking forward to speaking to Governor Snyder. And, well, a huge list, really, is what it is. We'll be right at the foot of the stairs there at the lobby of Grand Hotel, and be all sorts of well-known people buzzing around, walking around, and attending all the conferences and all the cocktail parties and dinners and all that stuff. And so I understand the crossing today on board the Mackinac Island Ferry could be a little dodgy for people. See, everyone's going to be working some today, including the legislators. And then there's a mad dash to get up 127 or I-75, get to Mackinac City, jump on the ferry. And I hear it's going to be a tough crossing today. Let's check right now with meteorologist Robert Shields about the weather for the policy conference in the Straits.
Business people and the legislators heading to Mackinac Island this week. And, well, it's been described as a place where your troubles merely drift away, but they're going to blow away today. Here's your forecast for Pure, Michigan. Sunny across the state with temperatures in the 70s. Thing is, today it will be cooler with strong and gusty winds. Wind gusts could reach as high as 40 miles per hour, sweeping across the Straits of Mackinac. It is going to be much nicer Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A great stretch of weather coming up for you. I'm meteorologist Robert Shields. Back to you, MPS.
That should be fun, huh?
Yeah.
You see if anybody can hold their lunch down on the way across there.
Yeah, it's a little choppy there.
That's what
it's
it
a good
sounds
thing.
like.
It's a good thing. It's a short excursion from one point to the other.
Yeah, it's a nice one, too, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know, for those driving to get to that launch point there, did you know we're still paying the highest price for gas pretty much anywhere in the country?
I don't understand it. We're the auto company. You know, we're
It's not fair.
we're the Motor City, and we make the automobiles.
I don't
and
get it.
why is it the gas is the highest here?
It's the
we
way
use a
it
lot of
is.
gas.
It's
We
the
don't
way
have
it
hardly
is.
any public transportation at all. You would think that because we spend a lot,
Yeah.
the price wouldn't be that high.
You know, it's like the weather. Everybody complains about it, but nobody does anything about it. And that's the same
What are
with
you
these
gonna do?
gasoline. What are you
You
going to do?
gotta pay it.
What are you going to do? Walk?
Hey, I know what you
Yeah.
can do. General Motors has a new subcompact that could probably get you pretty good gas
Yeah, what's this
mileage.
thing called, a Sonic or something like that?
The Sonic. That
Sonic.
reminds me of isn't there a fast food chain called Sonic?
There is. It's
So the car is
fast
about as big as a cheeseburger.
Yeah, it's designed to get good mileage. Actually, this one replaces the Chevy Aveo, which is being discontinued.
It's more fashionable than the Aveo? Wow, that's really saying something.
Well, I tell you what, you know, it's all about saving money today, and with these gasoline prices going up, I don't think a lot of folks are as picky as they used to be when it comes to that sort of thing. Remember, it used to be Got to have the
Oh, I gotta look
flash and
good.
the dazzle and
Yeah.
all the power gadgetry, which really weighed down a vehicle. Nowadays, hey, look, if it gets good mileage, I'll take it.
Hey, we're going to talk with Paul Eisenstein, the one of the world's best-known automotive analysts, a little later about this this Chevy. Says it a Chevy Sonic? I guess it is.
Yeah, it's a Chevy. Yeah.
All right. You know, the list came out, by the way, in a sort of a gossipy way, Gary Austin, the Mears Epic MRA Insider Survey.
Oh, what's
And
that?
I got one of these too. I was surveyed. There were 1,000 people surveyed about the lobbyists.
Yeah.
Do you know who was voted the single most effective issue lobbyist?
The single most, I don't know.
Kurt Berryman
Hmm.
from the Auto Dealers of Michigan.
Very good.
Got the #1 spot for what it's worth.
Does that make him our Northwood University Leader of the Day?
Let's do it. Northwood
not?
University Leader of the Day. Northwood University celebrating 51 years of producing leaders and celebrating free enterprise. So Kurt Berryman will get the honor today. He tied 2 years ago with AT&T's Jim Murray and Rich Studley from the Michigan Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, those are pretty influential folks.
I know, and Murray held second place this year with 5% of the balloting. Rich Studley was still up there, tied with Tricia Kinley from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. I mean, Tricia Kinley is also with Rich Studley there at the Michigan Chamber of
Right,
Commerce.
right.
Then Peter Kuhnmunch with the Insurance Institute of Michigan. He's been on this program before. Fourth place, David Palsrock, Small Business Association of Michigan. And David Finkbeiner, who is with the Michigan Health and Hospital Association. Some of the other names, you know, Mark Cook, that he is from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. The Michigan Chamber, again, with Jim Holcomb. And Mike Lashbrook, Michigan Beer and Wine Wholesalers Association. Rob Fowler, SBAM. Tom Hickson with the Michigan Catholic Conference. Used to be with Tim McGuire there at the Michigan Association of Counties. Those are some of the names of the effective lobbyists, according to the survey.
And they're
That'll be a
playing-
little bit gossipy up there on Mackinac Island, I would think.
I would think, you know, that lobbying, that's tough work. You got to curry favor. You got to make sure you got to make all the right friends, and you got to be, you know, at the right place at the right time. There's a lot of pressure being a lobbyist.
You know what, though? Some
tell
of the lobbyists don't want to be on a list like this. They like to operate, you know, below the surface. Keep a low profile. You know what
Incognito.
I mean? Noel Laporte and Mike Hawks, people like that, they want to stay. They don't need to be they don't want any publicity like this. They don't want to be on a list.
Hey, you know, this is big.
Silent and deadly.
The debt ceiling.
Yeah.
Republicans said, not going to do it. Either you make more cuts, Congress, we're not going to approve this. This is another budget
They're gonna-
showdown. We're waiting to happen. This is going to turn into a real mess because we've got both sides not willing to budge. That's what it appears like at this point. Anyway, we'll see. This
We'll
updated
have,
service.
We'll have
Got it.
Congressman Mike Rogers
Oh.
explain that to us a little bit later because
Yes,
he
get
was
his
one of
take.
those who blocked it, and we'll
Yep,
talk
yep.
with him, I think, maybe
Yep.
coming up a little bit later.
This updated service of American Metal Roof. Check it out, AmericanMetalRoofs.com. Terrific website. With an American Metal Roof on your place, you'll never have to worry about the weather again with a beautiful, guaranteed American Metal Roof.
What does the new book about Sarah Palin say? We'll go behind the pages when we get back. It's Michael Patrick Shields.